Welcome back, my little rebels. Today we're doing something a little bit different. This was prompted by an actual conversation I had with friends. We were down in Newport, and one of my friends works in retail. And if you basically exist in the world, especially if you handle any kind of cash or you work in banking, even in your shopping endeavors, you are probably very aware of the penny crisis or the penny shortage. Penny crisis, penny shortage, same difference. And she goes to me, she's like, what's spirit take on pennies from heaven? And I looked at her for a minute, I'm like, I don't know, I never thought about it. My initial reaction is kind of like, well, it's a law of attraction thing, I would think. If you don't expect to see pennies anymore, you probably won't. You're thinking to yourself, they're gone, they're not out in the wild anymore. Like she said, it's like they've almost disappeared. You don't see them on the ground anymore. They're very hard to find. So therefore, in her mind, there's no more pennies from heaven. Whereas my thought was, well, if that's what you believe, then that's what you'll encounter. On the other end of it, if you don't really think about it or you still expect to find them, maybe when you do find them, you acknowledge that they'll be even more precious, or it's really it's even more of a divine sign than you could anticipate, then you're still going to find them out in the wild. And that was my thought, and I didn't really dwell much on it, and conversation continued for the rest of the day, and that was that. I got home and started thinking about it. I'm like, why not go directly to the source? So I did an angel writing session, which I do know, which I do, and and I asked a couple questions to figure out, what happens now? What does happen? What will the angels give us? Are they affected by it? Because more often than not, pennies or coins in general, because the other aspect to this is depending on the agreed upon signs that you have with your family, it may not necessarily be pennies. I know people that get dimes from family members. Some people consider any kind of found coin, a penny, a nickel, a dime, on rare occasions a quarter, that's a sign. Wouldn't it be funny if someone asked for dollar coins and all of a sudden they started finding, dollar coins around instead of whatever? So that could be a thing too, is that maybe your sign was never pennies to begin with. It was always nickels or dimes or quarters. So that's another thing. It's what did you agree on, or what do you associate with your family? Feathers are often another common sign. Um, Music. I did a whole video a little while ago on earworms that I will post here. But I wanted to ask the angels themselves and figured, why not? Let's see what they come up with. So, my first question was, Dear angels, will the penny shortage affect the messages and signs you leave for people? Will they still be able to find pennies from heaven? And the answer was, of course. The shortage is only a human concept. Coins have been a message from the dead and from the angelic realm for millennia. Now is no different. We will leave the messages that you expect to find. Those pennies will be even more precious now that they have in the past. Sorry, I think I left a word out, but those pennies will be even more precious now than they have in the past because you believe that there is a shortage. And then I thanked them. And I said, my next question was, Dear angels, will you now favor coins other than pennies? It was, you will still find pennies. The shortage or lack is only in the mind. If you find other coins, they are also from us or from your loved ones. As are, hold on, as are feathers, mostly white, but some will find all kinds of feathers and know that we or their loved ones are around. I'm one of those people. I tend to find a lot of like crow feathers, or like, I think I have magpie feathers. I generally tend to consider any feather a message from, if it's not the angels, it's my animal guides. And I generally consider it a sign from spirit. You might only look for white feathers, or maybe you look for other feathers. The same is true of the same is true of coins. If you expect other coins, you will find other coins. You will find what you expect to find. No pennies, you won't see them again, and if you do, they will be rare. If you believe you will never stop finding them, just look down. Dear angels, is there anything else you would like us to know about your messages? You will find what you need when you need it. We are always around, watching, leaving signs, songs, coins, numbers, feathers, books, inspiration, messages on your social media. Things will find you. Things will find you, be put on your path when you need it. Be discerning on how it feels. Your higher self will also send you nudges that are from us. We communicate with you as you need it, sometimes gentle, sometimes more direct. The words from someone else you need to hear that come out at the right time. We are here. If any of you look, you need not worry about the pennies. We will communicate regardless. Sorry, I couldn't read my own handwriting at the spots. I was doing this at like 9-10 o'clock at night and was just kind of vegging out, and because it's a form of automatic writing, you just kind of go with the flow. I'm trying to think. I had brought my notebook over in case I needed to do any clarifying, but that seems fairly straightforward, I think. You want clarity on something, let me know. I will be happy to do another angel writing session. Maybe I'll actually film it, or I'll just get you the answer somehow, maybe in the comments or however. But yeah, so I hope this gave you maybe a little bit of peace of mind, something to look forward to. I don't know, something to focus on. Remember, angel numbers pop up. You might see book titles. You might get songs. My angel sent a lot of things to me through social media just because I am on the computer all day. A lot of times in shorts, or I'll see video titles will pop up that I'm like, I needed that. And I may watch the video, or it's just the title is enough to let me know that, like, okay, I got your message. Dreams are another thing. So be open. Be open to those lightning strikes, that inspiration. Oh, sorry. Overheard words. Someone saying something to you right when you need it. If you do, any kind of divination work, that's obvious. But I hope, if any of you were curious about this, I did post a poll on YouTube. Go and check that out if you want. Put in your vote. Let me know where you stand, and I'll see you again soon. All right. Take care. Bye.